What's going on, YouTube? You know who it is. It's your boy Shrek, and we're back with another video, guys. Finally we have our little truck out here, and of course we are going to do some side work. It is Saturday, and we brought the troquita. As you can tell, we did throw our magnets right away. I will get it actually branded, or actual die cut decals done for it. That way I'm not taking them on and off and risking them falling off or whatever. But here she is. We got her all loaded up. We're doing oil change on 2 different trucks. Well, they just wiped out that mirror. Anyways, we got it all loaded up. It drove pretty good, actually. Surprisingly, I prayed the whole way, but it drove beautifully. No hiccups, no nothing. Check engine light is off. The only light that is on is the ABS, but we'll get to that in due time. It is really wobbly, so I know the end links are bad. I know the front brakes are bad. Shocks need to be replaced. I know the rear leaf spring, both of them are pretty bad, so we will have to fix that. And another thing I also realized is we filled up the tank on it. First of all, it was expensive, almost $80 to fill it up, and I was at a quarter tank. And the other thing is that it leans to the driver's side now. I was looking up online to see if that was a common problem with these trucks, and one person suggested in one of the threads that when you fill up your tank, the tank is on the driver's side, so it puts a lot of weight on your driver's side, so they tend to lean a little bit when your suspension is worn out and old. So I'm guessing that's my issue. It was on a quarter tank when I bought it, and it was pretty even. But now with the full tank, I felt like it had a lean, so that's why we went ahead and threw all of our oil on the passenger side, just so we can distribute the weight. But she performed pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and get to these 2 oil changes, and I don't know if I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse or what I'll do, but yes, stick around. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are now on the next day. We did those oil changes yesterday. I don't think I filmed anything, but we are now out here at the pick apart junkyard, whatever you want to call it. And if you guys remember, we are missing this plastic trim or rubber trim off of the door on our Ranger, so we're going to grab this and this, and then we're also in the search for the panel, the little black part of the panel, so we're also looking for that. Oh, we're also looking for some stuff for the MDX. We even brought our saw. We actually just had to go buy the saw because we need to cut some panels off of the firewall from my brother's MDX because his is bent. So that's what we're getting into today. This is gonna be a fun weekend. See what we end up finding out here. Alright guys, so this is what we're gonna need for my brother's MDX, which is this quarter, because this was really pinched in, so we're planning to do the same thing over on his. Yeah, we need that too, so hold that, and then we're off to get more parts for the Ranger. Give me some good news on this one. Do they have the panels inside? Got no Ford Ranger here. Let's see what we have. No, they're stripped. Man, everybody's stripping out the panels. Man, this one's pretty stripped already. Completely stripped. Sheesh. All right, there was one more, right? 17. Oh, row 17.
This one, the one that sounds white. Is this one gonna?
Yeah, motherfucking Ford Ranger. Hopefully this one's complete with the panels inside. Let's take a look. Doesn't even have a door. Huh? I don't need the back panels, I need the front ones.
I only got that side.
Let me see. Yep, that's that black trim I need. I needed both of them, but.
¿Y esta habría que?
Sí.
A ver. Sí, pues.
Trépese.
No se voltea.
Y si voltea la detienes, pues, mijo.
Oh, fuck.
Cuidado, cuidado. Que no haya aseguranza.
Y la compra shit bent.
Sí, le quebró el steering wheel. Jálele, jálele. No. Oh, yeah, it has a handle, but. O a ver, hay que quitarle nomás por lo menos ese trim. Chingue su madre.
Ahí está.
Alright. Con cuidado, bájese. No hay aseguranza. ¿Sí puede? Órale. Sheesh. What year is this?
One.
Oh, one? Oh, okay. I think this one's a little different.
That one's cracked, look. On the bottom.
No, I just need this part. I think it's different.
Yeah?
Because mine, you can remove it. This one, I don't think you can.
Se le quita la guerrera.
Alright, we have found a 98, hopefully. Huh?
Automatic.
Hopefully we have the panels. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Here we go. This is it. Oh, but they're auto.
They're auto.
Fuck. Should I take it still?
I don't know what you want.
Who cares?
Modify it.
I wonder how much they are. Alright, so this is the stuff we ended up picking up for our Ranger, as you guys saw. This goes right over this, I think. Ah, yes. We just have these little tabs on it. And we also got the weather strip, which should slide right over this. Yes, let's put it over there. Of course, let's go this way. Just like so. Push that through. Perfect. And of course, right there. Let's go tap through. And on. That's a lot better than it was. So next we're going to go ahead and install these. So there it is. That's the current status of the door handles. We now have door handles. Oh, this one's not. Something's going on with this one. Well, that didn't hold on for too long. I'll have to figure something out to secure it better, I guess. But maybe just bolt it down a little bit, or I don't know. We'll see something right now. Strip is on. Now we're gonna start working on the MDX, start removing and maybe tack weld the new part that we got. Because let me show you guys. So you can see, this is what I cut off of the other one. I cut it off from like right here, this whole piece, and then I cut off the inside because this is all bent on his. So on this one, I'll probably cut off right here. That way I have some piece to actually tack onto it. And over there, I'll do the same. That way it overlaps what I have to tack on and fix, so we can have the proper mounting, because as you can tell, the mount doesn't even line up for the fender and we don't want it to be all loose. So that's going to be the little project right now. So I know this isn't the right way to do it, but we ended up putting just a self tap in there, a lot stronger. And let's see if we could close it without, a lot better. All right, so if our calculations are correct, we just have to pull this part out, as you can tell, bent in, and then possibly mat this one over it, and then just cut wherever it intersects too much. That way we could spot weld this one onto that. But that's what we're figuring out right now. We're cutting off the really bad stuff so we could start shaping it up. This is the progress, guys. As you guys can tell, so far everything's lining up. Right now what we will be doing is drilling a few holes, probably 4 on this panel, then 1 on this one, 2 on this one, maybe 3, and then on this side we'll probably drill 1, 2, probably 4, then I don't know how many over here, and then on this side we'll also be drilling probably 1 or 2. Not sure if on the top or the bottom, but just so we can spot weld all those areas, and then we'll see what we end up doing, either filling it in or using some seam sealer. That's so far where we're at. All right, so here's the progress. We did go ahead and weld that piece that we got off of the one from the scrap metal yard, or from actually the junkyard. What am I thinking? We're able to put a couple spot welds on the top and on the front, and then I tried tacking on this part, but obviously my welder did not go light enough. It's still too thin, so what we're going to do is put seam sealer and a couple rivets down the whole thing. No, well, the headlight, you have to put the headlight on it.
So you gotta put the headlight?
Yeah, the headlight goes in between. So that's just loose right now, just so we can put the headlight on.
Okay.
All right, guys, so as you can tell, we did go ahead and tack it down. 4 tacks right there, 4 tacks right here, or not even tacks, because the actual welds, it's pretty strong already. I was able to stand on it. It does need a little bit more sturdiness, if you can call that. I want to put some rivets because I couldn't weld this piece over here, all this metal right here, just because it's too thin, and my welder, of course, is a flux core, so we can't weld too thin. It starts melting it, as you can tell right here. Welded a hole right through it. We were trying to do this we were able to. This part right here is a little thicker, but this part over here is really thin, and it wouldn't weld, it would just melt it through. So what we are going to do is rivet it and then put some seam sealer. This is the most important part, was right here, just so we could bolt on the fender and everything. This is just more support, if anything, so it doesn't have to be the strongest thing in the world, but it is pretty strong as it is. I'm able to put my whole weight on it, and it's holding pretty good. So that's the progress so far. As I told you guys, we are working on my brother's car, bringing it back to life. It's the MDX. We did do some repairs on the Ford Ranger. As you guys saw, we got those handles. They ain't the right ones, but we got them. And we also went ahead and got that little rubber weather strip for the door. And I think that's all we're gonna do for it right now. I want to possibly this week sometime go get the sway bar end links and then some shocks, because it is kind of a loose ride. Other than that, we're good on it for now. I don't know if you guys can see, I put a lock on my little toolbox, just a little security measure. No, there's a lot of thieves out there. But oh, and here's our welding table. As you can tell, I did use it already. This is really thin actually, but it did work. I was able to clamp the ground right here. I am gonna put a strip down, a nice little piece, so I could use it as a ground, but for now it did work. I did buy paint. I painted this side, so it is going to be gray. I want to paint it all gray except the actual box. I think I'm gonna keep it red, and then I'm gonna keep the drawers red, and likewise on this side red, and I'll probably keep this red, and then everything else is gonna be gray, and then just the top is gonna be bare metal. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Show you guys a little bit of work that we did for our weekend. I did show you guys those oil changes. Well, I showed you guys pulling up to the job already in our Ranger, and today we did do a little trip to the junkyard and a couple upgrades on the MDX and on the Ranger. So with that being said, guys, if you're at home, enjoy time with your family. If you're on the road, be safe. Thank you guys for watching and all the support. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and see you guys on the next one. there it is, guys. We went ahead and fixed it somewhat. Well, we did replace the what was it, a body part of the headlight assembly or headlight support, and then it has like the bumper support and then part of the fender support on that side. So we did go ahead and replace that. His original one was all dented. We still need to rivet it, like I said, and we need to put the wheel well liner. But other than that, here's that fender as well. We went ahead and spray painted. From far, it looks decent. Once you get up to it, you could tell all the little imperfections. There's a bunch of bugs and stuff landing on it right now. So, but for now, it looks good. I'm throwing this at the end of the video just so I don't have to drag this one out.